is NBA Showtime, the 1998 NBA All-Star Game. Here's your host, Hannah Storm.
The world's greatest athletes visit the world's most famous arena. The 48th NBA All-Star Game comes to Madison Square Garden in New York City. Just a few moments ago, the Western Conference All-Stars took the court. 4 of the 12 Western stars, including 19-year-old Kobe Bryant, are from the Los Angeles Lakers. But the star of stars is still Michael Jordan of the Chicago Bulls. Despite 101 fever yesterday, he will play tonight in what could be his final All-Star appearance. Hi, everybody. Hannah Storm along with John Sally. We will hear from Spider in just a moment. But first, Michael Jordan's status. He has been bedridden with the flu since arriving in New York. For the latest, let's go to Ahmad Rashad.
All right, I'm here with Michael Jordan. Michael, I know that, coming out of that line, I know that you were not feeling well coming into this game, but the last time you felt like that, you scored 38 points, 7 rebounds. How do you feel today?
I feel a lot better. You know, I've been laid up for the last couple of days, and you know, I'm just happy that I can participate. Yesterday I was feeling really bad. I didn't think I'd be able to play today, but I got some antibiotics, and today I feel a lot better.
All right, there's been a lot of talk about this being your last All-Star game. How do you feel about that?
It very well can be. I think, you know, right now in Chicago, they're looking to make a change and go a different direction with the coaching staff, which I think affects me a lot. And it really doesn't leave me with many choices either. You know, I can stay and start all over again and with the new coach in, or, you know, I can basically say that's it. And, you know, right now in my mind, I'm thinking that's it.
Well, one of the things that you told me is that you really want to play another year.
I would love to play, as long as everything's intact. I mean, you know, to ask me to start all over with the coach, with the new philosophy, a whole new system, you know, with an unknown situation. I'm pretty much aware of what Phil does and the way that he respects the players and we respect them. Now, to make that change at this stage of my career, you know, I'm not ready to step into an unknown.
All right, if this is your last All-Star game, go out and just light it up.
I'm going to have a good time.
All right, good luck, man. Let's go over to Peter Vesey. Pete.
I'm here with Grant Hill. Grant, we all know what Piston management felt about Doug Collins. They thought he was responsible. They fired him. As the team's franchise player, how responsible are you for the team's 22-25 record?
No, I'm partially to blame. We're all to blame. Unfortunately, in this line of work, the coach is the one that gets the brunt of the blame, but myself, all the players, we all can play better. I think we're better than our record. And I'm just excited about the second half of the year, going out there and trying to prove that we are better.
Can the season be salvaged, or do you get a sense that the organization is looking ahead to next year?
You know, we're still trying to get in the playoffs. You know, mathematically, we're still in it. We can play better basketball, like I said, and I think we're all excited about just looking forward to finishing up strong and trying to get in the postseason.
Okay. Thank you, Grant. Now we're going over to Jim Gray, who's with Kobe Bryant.
All right, thank you very much, Peter. I'm here with Kobe, 19 years old. Most guys are trying to pick out a major, find a summer job. What's this moment represent to you to play in the All-Star game at 19 years of age?
It means the world to me. This is my first All-Star game, playing here in New York City with all these great basketball players. It's an incredible feeling. I'm glad it's finally arrived.
How are your nerves?
I'm a little nervous.
Mr. Bryant, I wonder if you'd mind signing an autograph for me.
Sure.
So nice to see a man with dignity who'll actually sign an autograph and go on television. Instead of those bad men like Jack Nicholson, he won't even go on TV.
You brought your top fan. What, you got any advice for him?
For Kobe Bryant?
Yes.
Go heat up.
All right.
Heat up and get loose.
That'll settle your nerves a little, huh?
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. It's an LA family thing. You know, we both migrated to New York for this weekend.
All right, Kobe, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, let's send it now upstairs to Hannah Storm.
There's little argument that at the age of 34, Jordan is still the best player in the world, but this may well be his final All-Star game. The Bulls don't want Phil Jackson back, and Jordan has said he will not play for another coach. Ahmad Rashad spoke with Jordan.
Michael Jordan's playing for my team, and he wants a certain individual to coach him. I think that I would bow down and let him have him to keep it going, because these championships are hard to get. And if Michael leaves, it'll be easier for everyone else.
Knowing that I put forth a lot of work in the last 13 years to get to this point, to win championships with the team, and now you're asking me to start all over again, you know, I'd rather not, you know. And a lot of people say, well, you know, they're forcing you out of the game if you take that approach. I don't think so. I think it's a matter of taking a choice. If it doesn't want to go that way, if the management doesn't want to go, I don't want to feel like I'm hampering them either, you know, because I don't have a problem walking away from the game.
In the past, the All-Star Game has sort of been a get-together of stars, of guys that have been stars for a long time in the league.
Right.
This year, 7 first-time All-Stars.
The younger guys get so nervous and so tense about stepping on the court with all the other superstars or all-stars, not knowing how they fit in, not knowing if they're going to fit in. That's the beauty of it all, and it's like looking in a mirror. You know, this is how I was, you know, my first All-Star.
Do you remember your first All-Star game?
Yeah, how can I forget? In Indianapolis, you know, I walked right into it not knowing, you know, when I was going through the dunking contest, I had my sweats on, I had my jewelry on and all that stuff, and hey, I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I still perceived myself as a young player who was trying to get to the top. I consider myself the lowest on the totem pole. Because I was voted on the starting team, I didn't want to feel like I should be the focus of the starting team. I just wanted to blend in so that I didn't stand out because, you know, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how you were supposed to act.
What is your most memorable All-Star game?
Oh, 1988 in Chicago. Well, I think it was an art form that gave me my own style. You know, it defined me in one area in terms of creativity. I think that's what the slam dunk did. You know, it was a creative art form that a lot of people couldn't do, but they lived through us. The slam dunk, MVP. You know, with some of the Isaiah Thomas as a teammate, and he was coming back to Chicago. Magic Johnson, all the old greats were still playing then, and I was still a young kid at the time, and to win MVP, well, I mean, you know, that's amongst your peers. That's a big thing for me.
This is the moment. This is the day. This is the moment when I know I'm on my way.
I know it's certainly expectations of Michael Jordan taking over the All-Star game, especially in Madison Square Garden and probably his last one. But I don't want to do it that way. I want it to just happen in the flow of the game and everybody's having fun. And, you know, if a game-winning shot now, then I certainly want to take the game-winning shot without a doubt.
Meanwhile, the warm-ups continue at Madison Square Garden. There's Jason Williams of the New Jersey Nets, an 8-year veteran but a first-time All-Star and the only player from a New York area team in tonight's game.
There are few places like Madrid where there's so much going on at the same time. How long will you be staying? Now, Madrid.
Mr. Owen, the transmission is going to be a lot more expensive than I thought.
Really,
big job. It's going to take at least a week or so. You might want to consider a rental car. I mean, parts alone are going to run $1,900, and then you add 13.
It's okay, man. I've got Mogi. Free rental car and sushi with my girl at 7.
Don't let expensive repairs hold you back. Get Mogi, extended vehicle protection customized just for you. Insurance covers accidents, but what if your car breaks down? Mogi is the other half of coverage, protecting you from expensive repairs. Just take your car to a licensed repair shop and we pay the bill. It's that simple. We're not like the other guys. Mogi gives you real benefits that give you peace of mind. Visit our website and get the facts. Log on and get a real quote in writing before you buy. Cars break down. It's a fact. But with Mogi, you can keep your car and be worry-free. Call now and ask how you can save hundreds of dollars on coverage. Mogi. Life warrants more.
Don't wait. Call 1-888-664-4631. That's 1-888-664-4631.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katie Rodan, dermatologist and co-creator of the acne treatment system, Proactive. When I was in high school, I had acne. The dermatologist prescribed medicines from harsh antibiotics and irritating topicals, and those just made me feel worse. I became a dermatologist so I could put my heart and soul into treating this condition. So if you have acne, there is no need for it to become a drag on your life. Try Proactive. It works.
Get Proactive working for your skin today and save 50%, just $19.95. Plus, get free shipping during this special offer. And receive the new travel kit free. It's a mini Proactive kit at no extra charge.
Proactive totally means freedom for me. Everything about it just says, enjoy your beautiful skin.
Say goodbye to your acne and get beautiful skin. Call 1-800-679-5497.
So try Proactive for the best skin of your life.
Get the ultimate fan experience on NBA TV. Go inside the game with live 24/7 access. No other network gets you so close to the action. NBA TV, the game happens here.
Get that happy feel. To help introduce the 1998 NBA All-Star teams, please welcome cast members from the Grammy Award-winning Broadway musical, Smokey Joe's Cafe.
Neon lights are bright on Broadway, on Broadway. They say there's always magic in the air, on Broadway. But when you're walking down the street and you ain't had enough to eat, the glitter goes right off and you're
Let's meet the 1998 NBA All-Stars. First, here are your Western Conference All-Stars. The assistant coaches from the Seattle Supersonics are Dwayne Casey, Terry Stotts, and Bob Weiss. The trainer for the West team is the Sonics' Frank Furtado. Head coach for the West, making his third All-Star coaching appearance from the Seattle Supersonics, George Karl. And now, the players from the Western Conference. Making his first All-Star appearance from the Los Angeles Lakers, Nick Van Exel. The #1 pick overall in the 1997 draft from the San Antonio Spurs, Tim Duncan. He won MVP honors at the 1995 Schick Rookie Game from the Los Angeles Lakers, Eddie Jones. This point guard is averaging over 9 assists per game this season. From the Phoenix Suns, Jason Kidd. Making his fourth All-Star appearance from the Seattle Supersonics, Vin Baker. The MVP of the 1995 All-Star Game from the Sacramento Kings, Mitch Richmond. The 1995 NBA Most Valuable Player from the San Antonio Spurs, David Robinson. And now, the starting lineup. At forward, in his first All-Star Game start from the Minnesota Timberwolves, Kevin Garnett. At forward, last season's MVP from the Utah Jazz, Karl Malone. He's been an All-Star team selection in each of his 6 seasons. At center from the Los Angeles Lakers, Shaquille O'Neal. Making his 5th consecutive All-Star appearance from the Seattle Supersonics, Gary Payton. the youngest starter in NBA All-Star Game history. At guard from the Los Angeles Lakers, Kobe Bryant. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1998 Western Conference All-Stars. Hey, come on, follow me, please. And now, here are your Eastern Conference All-Stars. The assistant coaches from the Indiana Pacers are Dick Potter and Rick Carlisle. The trainer for the East team from your New York Knicks, Mike Saunders. The head coach for the East guided his team to its best start in 20 years. From the Indiana Pacers, a 12-time All-Star, Larry Bird. And now the players. From New York St. John's University, and a first-time All-Star from the New Jersey Nets, Jason Williams. He's leading the Hawks in scoring for the second year in a row. From the Atlanta Hawks, Steve Smith. Another first-time All-Star from the Indiana Pacers, Rick Spitz. The Celtics' leading scorer and rebounder this season, from the Boston Celtics, Antoine Walker. The 1997 NBA All-Star Game MVP from the Charlotte Hornets, Glenn Rice. He's among the league leaders in assists, steals, and three-pointers. In his fifth All-Star appearance from the Miami Heat, Tim Hardaway. A four-time All-Star and two-time Olympic gold medalist from the Indiana Pacers, Reggie Miller. Now, let's meet the starting lineup. Wow. This prolific scorer and rebounder is appearing in his sixth NBA All-Star game. At forward, from the Cleveland Cavaliers, Shawn Kemp. This forward leads his team in scoring, assists, and steals. From the Detroit Pistons, Grant Hill. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year at center. From the Atlanta Hawks, Dikembe Mutombo. Making his fourth consecutive start for the East All-Stars at guard. From the Orlando Magic, Anthony Penny Hardaway. He's a five-time NBA champion and a two-time All-Star MVP in his 11th NBA All-Star game. At guard from the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan.
A lot
time for the call by Isaiah Thomas and Bill Walton. Zeke, Michael Jordan has said it many times. He considers Madison Square Garden to be the Mecca of basketball. If, in fact, this is his final NBA All-Star game, it's a perfect place to make a last statement in this game and bow out with it.
Bob, this is the ultimate playground game. The All-Star game is where Michael Jordan wants to shine. He wants to try to do things that he normally wouldn't try to do in the course of a regular season game. He's told all the players, bring your A game, because I'm coming out tonight to put on the show. This is Michael Jordan's, possibly his last game, and he wants all the players to know that, hey, we got to come and entertain the fans, and we want to put on the show here tonight, Bob.
You know, Zeke, I was shocked there. You had the wide-open layup, blew it badly, but luckily Michael there to follow.
Bob, that was a pass.
I see. Well, Michael Jordan is one familiar name here, at least one more time. But there are a number of other All-Star perennials missing for a variety of reasons, usually injury. All of these fellas with a number of All-Star appearances not represented tonight. On the other hand, there's already a new generation of All-Stars that has begun to assert itself. Some of these guys, just in their mid-20s, are already All-Star perennials. A few of them are making their first or second All-Star appearance, Bill.
Bob, along the lines of the new blood here in the NBA All-Star Game, we also have a new coach in Larry Bird. I asked Larry what his pregame message would be to that Eastern Conference team. He said, Bill, it would be twofold. First, a plea for team play. The passing, the special combinations like Isaiah and Michael, that's what makes these games so special. But then Larry was also going to ask his teammates, his players, to reflect on the riches and the glory of what is so special about this game, because Michael Jordan, he only needs 40 points to tie Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the greatest scorer in the history of the NBA All-Star Game. But Michael's under so much pressure because of being sick and the turmoil of Chicago's management situation. There's also so much hype about Kobe Bryant and the speculation about the future of the game. So Larry, he has asked his players to make sure that Michael, who's taking care of all of them, that today they take care of him. He needs 41 to break the record. I look for this overmatched East squad to be really inspired, play passionate ball with Michael right in the middle of everything.
It would have to be quite an outburst because obviously you don't play regular season minutes, at least not usually in an All-Star game. The All-Star game single season record, 42 by Wilt Chamberlain back in 1962, the year he averaged 50 a game. Michael already has the highest All-Star average ever, 21 plus in 10 previous games. But Kareem played in 18 All-Star games and thus has the highest overall point total. And there you see Kobe Bryant in the foreground, the man many have dubbed the next Michael Jordan. Of course, that's a bit silly. There will be no next Michael Jordan, but the combination of skill and flair that Kobe Bryant brings to the game has already captivated the country.
Kobe definitely brings the skill and the flair. You know, he's a very exciting player. He's entertaining. The thing that I'm amazed at a very young age is he already understands how to entertain the fans. And he and Michael Jordan have promised us in their interviews that they will put on the show here today.
East won last year at Cleveland, 132-120. Glenn Rice of the Hornets with 26 points in the game and a record 20 in one period was the MVP.
Now, Michael Jordan comes to this All-Star game without Scottie Pippen and without Phil Jackson. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can get into his rhythm, because Anthony Hardaway is not known for passing, but more so for scoring.
Here is Michael. The head fake on Garnett. Over him into the lane. Game's first two.
So much for being sick.
Yeah, I think he's okay. He's got the bounce. He's got the skip. He's ready to put on the show here today.
The countdown at 39 early.
Guarded, by the way, by a defender who's 6'11", Kevin Garnett. Payton into Shaq. For the turnaround on the baseline to tie it at 2.
Well, you got the competition starting early. Everybody's out competing. Everybody wants to put on the show here today. Shaq with the fadeaway J, not known for that, but the players will try to do things that they normally wouldn't do.
Hill rolls it home. He's averaging better than 21 a game. Always a threat to put up a triple-double for the Pistons.
Nobody has missed yet, Bob. I think that's a lot to do with the fact that so many great players are here. There's the first miss of the day. Kobe Bryant, pass by Shaq.
But intercepted by Kemp, who's confronted by O'Neal. The ball out of bounds to the east.
When Michael Jordan curls around off this down screen, he freezes his switched-off defender. And he gets right in the lane. There's no way Kevin Garnett has the lateral mobility to stay with Michael Jordan.
Payton on Hardaway. Mutombo with the screen, and Penny with the bucket.
Everybody's on their A game tonight. Now let's see now if they can increase the tempo. What normally happens in all-star games is that there's a lot of one-on-one. Larry Bird has a stress passing, what we used to do in the 80s. Let's see if they play together as a team and try to increase the competitive level that's happening out there.
Payton with the spin. Bryant. Kobe's first all-star hoop.
It's amazing, Bob, when you watch Kobe Bryant practice and work on his game. That ball goes right through the middle of the hoop. There's no luck to those shots. He does have trouble finishing off the dribble, though.
Hill on the drive for his second basket. The East leads it 8-4. Here's Garnett and the Kid, as they call him, in Minnesota.
Everybody is waiting to see what Gary Payton and Nick Van Exel has planned when they get into the game. They say they're going to do something special for us, and I want to see what type of tricks Gary Payton got up his sleeve.
Kemp's turnaround spins out. Payton with the rebound. Shaq into the lane, over Mutombo, the ball knocked away and out of bounds. As you know as well as anyone, Isaiah, even more so than in a regular game, a point guard in an all-star game holds the fortunes of his teammates in his hands, and how the Paytons and the Hardaways and the Van Exels and the others decide to distribute the ball determines the outcome and the MVP.
Oh, you better believe that those guys were treated well this weekend. Everybody probably took them out to dinner, was buying them gifts and everything because they wanted the ball. They're begging.
Malone missed, but at the other end comes back for the steal. Garnett had to go up and wasn't in position to handle the pass from Payton. A little schoolyard play, and Payton has it as they set it up. He misses a three badly, didn't draw iron. Hill backing away from Garnett.
Bring it back to Jordan.
Hardaway. And Penny, who's played only 17 games this year, missed almost 2 months with a knee injury, but voted as a starter by the fans, hits again. Shaq muscling it up over Mutombo.
Mutombo doing a very good job of forcing Shaq to the fadeaway. Shaq intent always on getting to that basket.
The thing that I'm impressed about is both teams seem to be playing together. There's a lot of passing, there's a lot of movement, they're cutting on offense, and the teams seem to be running their lanes wide also on a fast break.
And the game's first whistle from Bob Delaney, working the game with Hugh Hollins and Bernie Fryer.
A Laker connection here. Kobe Bryant along that baseline off the back screen by Shaquille O'Neal. That terrific ability to hit that spot-up shot, and then Shaq when he is that deep. Pretty nice defense by Dikembe Mutombo, but that fadeaway jumper's going down. Now, Shaq is from this Newark area. He was over in Newark yesterday visiting all his family over there. He's got an uncle, Stanley Harrison, who's the brother of his father. And very, very sick in the hospital. It's a sad story. Shaq did not able to appreciate and enjoy all the festivities because of the sickness of his uncle there in the hospital.
1 or 2 for Shaq at the line. Jordan from the head of the key. And Malone has the rebound. Pegging it ahead for Bryant. Picked up by Garnett. Back to Kobe.
Oh, see that?
And Hill comes away.
See, this is the game where you want to have a lot of oohs and a lot of ahs.
Kemp from Jordan. Fouled as he went up.
You know, it don't matter if you make the shot in a game like this. This is where you want to try everything that you can ever imagine.
We are DirecTV, the leading satellite television programming provider in the industry. Business is growing, and to meet the demand, there are hundreds of job openings nationwide. There are positions available for system technicians, customer care representatives, dispatchers, warehouse staff, and more. You can apply online simply by going to directv.com/myfuture and filling out the online application form. So what are you waiting for? Your future awaits you. Apply online today.
Now playing on DirecTV Cinema.
I asked Cine to be my best man.
Great.
You guys just haven't spent any time together.
Sometimes the people we love.
I made reservations to play golf.
I don't play sports with women.
It's fun.
Out!
You okay, man?
Sorry.
This is my nightmare!
Don't love each other.
I feel like he has some issues.
Hey!
What's going on?
He's fighting Lou Ferrigno.
Okay, be the sleeper hole. Don't fight it.
Movies playing on channels 125 through 199.
Stars on the court and in the stands. A lot of A-list folks. Bette Midler performed here on Friday night as part of the All-Star Weekend. Donald Trump, Matthew Broderick with his actress wife, Sarah Jessica Parker, Magic Johnson, Jack Nicholson making an East Coast appearance, and the greatest, Muhammad Ali. And this is the crowd responding to Ali's image on the Jumbotron.
What's that, the helicopter?
No, that's called a 360 in-your-face slam dunk at 19.
To be 19. That's when the defenders run to the other end of the court when they see him coming like that at you.
Oh, yeah, nobody wants to play against him nowadays. Everybody is looking at Kobe saying, oh, Kobe's coming to town, Kobe's coming to town. The fans and everybody screaming. Nobody wants anything to do with this kid.
There's a problem with the clock, and that's the reason for the delay, giving us a chance to look at Kobe again.
So you see Kobe get to here. He plants, he jumps, he spins, and that's the slam dunk in your face.
Last year was Kobe's first All-Star game as a visitor, even though his parents grew up in the NBA.
This is Hardaway to the left hand, and Mutombo with the follow.
But at the NBA 50 celebration last year, Kobe told us, he said that he learned from Earl Monroe and Tiny Archibald that patience is the ultimate key to his long-term success. He had a fabulous time in Cleveland last year, as we all did.
Except maybe in the All-Star game. He looked a little impatient there that last trip down the floor.
And keep pushing it and keep pushing it.
Kobe with 6. Hill just a step inside the three-point line, and he has half a dozen.
So you got to make another spectacular play coming back. You can't come down and set it up right now. You just had a spectacular play. Now you got to get the fans into it.
Payton's pass is intercepted by Kemp. Here's Jordan on the wing, slapped away by Payton.
Gary Payton is doing everything he can to set Shaq up.
This time it's Garnett, and now Shaq. Against Mutombo, who makes him change the shot, and finally, they whistle play dead.
Kobe Bryant in transition. He's going to give it up here, and then Kevin Garnett right there setting up the finish for Kobe well above the rim.
Tim Hardaway in, Penny Hardaway out in the backcourt for the East. There's Tim Hardaway of the Miami Heat on Gary Payton. Hill gets a piece of the pass.
You know, Shaq has a game when he gets down low. He's strong enough and big enough where he can take a basket. He can gangster a basket.
Shaq with 7. Kemp against Malone, who fouled it.
When you watch Michael Jordan finish plays that other people couldn't, Grant Hill, I mean, that's the beauty of Michael Jordan. It's about timing. It's about positioning. Everybody else is going to be down on the floor, not knowing where the ball is, and Michael high above the rim. Everybody else only a spectator.
Jason Williams of the Nets checks in. Jordan, baseline, got it.
The thing that's happening out here today is nobody's double teaming anybody. So you're allowed to display your skills. You're allowed to use all your moves because the coaches wisely have decided not to employ any traps or any double teams.
Bryant for 3. He didn't come here to be bashful.
How much did you listen to your All-Star coaches, Isaiah?
Well, I listen to him all the time because I was young and afraid like Kobe Bryant.
Count it, plus the foul for Jordan, who now has 8, and a chance for 9.
But Michael told him, bring your A game. And if you don't bring your A game, I'm going to embarrass you. Michael, get him on the low post right here, and then give him the fake and the fade and the lean. Follow through, and you get the little bounce and the skip. That's when you know he's in his rhythm.
When I was talking to Michael in the locker room before the game today, I asked him about all this speculation about what's going to happen. He said, Bill, I signed up under certain circumstances to play for the Chicago Bulls. And I want to keep playing under those circumstances. If somebody else changes those circumstances, then I don't want to be responsible under changed circumstances. So it was clear to me that he definitely wants to keep playing in the NBA.
David Robinson of the Spurs, Eddie Jones of the Lakers come in for the first time. Vin Baker here for the Sonics, also making his first appearance. And Payton misses from the corner. Rebound Mutombo. Grant Hill. Jordan. Jordan intercepts it, takes it in against Robinson. There's some contact, but no foul. Eddie Jones to Payton. Payton to Bryant. Spin move, left hand, no good. Two try by Jones isn't there. Baker will try it. And finally, it's Mutombo.
You got the two shot blockers in, and David Robinson and Mutombo, and they both told us they was going to protect the goal.
Hill swooping to the hoop, but it comes up short. Eddie Jones with a three. Way off. But Payton keeps it alive for the West. Kobe into the lane, to the hoop, and he's fouled. Is this pace quick enough for you? Stopped only temporarily by a timeout.
In the playoffs, some teams will, and some teams won't.
Someone's team will make the extra pass.
Somebody's team won't let pressure affect performance.
That team will seize the opportunity.
And they won't let go. That will be my team.
Homeowners, if you're ready to refinance, Bank of America can help you find the loan that's right for you. Call now and get your free home loan checkup. It's a great way to see if our mortgage specialists could help save you money every month with a loan that better meets your needs. That's part of our commitment to successful home ownership. Bank of America Home Loans. Get your free home loan checkup today. Visit us online or call 1-800-641-7353.
Presenting the Belly Burner. Bobby Waldron's secret weapon exclusively for his private clients is now available to you. It's no secret that most of us would like firmer, tighter, sexier abs. Heat Vision Photography shows how the Belly Burner increases your thermal core temperature, supercharging the calorie burning process and accelerating the fat burning energy needed to trim down those love handles and belly fat. Turn on to Bobby's secret. Simply put on the Belly Burner belt and you've already started. Virtually any physical activity you do is benefited. In fact, just doing the things you do every day is enhanced. The Belly Burner turns up the heat. Just wrap up and slim down.
After my last pregnancy and gaining 80 pounds, I had a little bit more belly than I actually wanted. I had a little bit more of everything than I wanted, so I had to work hard and get fast results. I called Bobby, we started working together and using the Belly Burner. I lost 60 pounds in 12 inches.
I started working out with the Belly Burner and literally went from a size 38 to a size 32. That's real.
I train people for success. That's why I invented the Belly Burner, to focus energy, heat it up, and burn it off. And I'll show you how with this DVD.
That's right. Call now and you get Bobby Waldron's exclusive Blazing Abs Workout DVD along with your Belly Burner belt, giving you the absolute fastest way to get those fit and trim abs you've been dreaming about. And now you can try the Belly Burner package with our 30-day free trial offer for only $7.95 for shipping and handling. So all you have to lose are those extra pounds and inches. And it gets even better. You'll also get Bobby's calorie counter, food journal, and meal planner. A $20 value, absolutely free.
Call now and get started. Do you want tighter abs? Do you want to feel better and have more energy? Now it's faster and easier than ever. It's time to heat it up and burn it off. Let's go. 5, 6, 7.
Get your amazing weight loss belt now.
Magic Johnson with his wife Cookie with him. And Kobe has a very good sense of the history of the game. After all, he is the son of Joe Jellybean Bryant, an NBA veteran. He's around the game his entire life.
And his mom, Pam, grew up in that whole NBA lifestyle, so she knew how to raise a quality young man here.
Yeah, he has the total package. He has a great understanding of the game, a great history and a knowledge of the game, very similar to what Michael Jordan and Grant Hill had when they came into the league.
Glenn Rice and Reggie Miller are getting set to check in. Rick Smits is already in for the use. The Pacers center. Here he is. His first shot. He's making his initial All-Star appearance, and this is 10th year in the league. Nobody has ever gone longer in the NBA before making their first All-Star team. A decade in the league, and finally an All-Star.
Now, Rick Smits is a very good outside shooter. He shoots it good from 18 to 15 foot in. He's got great low post game, and if anybody hasn't seen him play in a while because he's been injured, this guy can put it in, and he's got three-point range. I hope he takes one today.
Bob, I think the two most overlooked All-Stars who are finally here are Schmitz and Nick Van Exel of the Lakers. The last couple of years, Van Exel and Rick Schmitz have really deserved to be here. It's about time.
Van Exel with his first All-Star appearance in half the time of Schmitz. This is his 5th year.
Talking to all the players on the Western Conference, they said the guy they missed most is Charles Barkley, because it was really quiet in the locker room before the game.
It took Glenn Rice about 3 seconds to launch his first shot, which is a miss. Now Jason Williams. Hardaway for 3, and Tim Hardaway drills it.
Tim Hardaway knows how to put on a show. He and Gary Payton go back. They go way back from when they were playing against each other in the Western Conference. They got a little rivalry going.
That goes back further than that, Isaiah. He was telling me how he used to take a lot of abuse from you when he was growing up as a young man in the city of Chicago.
Mitch Richmond's first basket. He was the MVP of the game in '95 in Phoenix from the Sacramento Kings, but perhaps not much longer. February 19th, the trading deadline. His name's been in trade talks all year. Hardaway with 2 in a row from beyond the arc. Robinson's underneath, and he slams it home.
Back to Mitch Richmond. Miami's been very interested in trying to get him. Pat Riley's been trying to get him all year. They see him as the missing link to the championship puzzle, with the 1-2 punch of Hardaway, also having the inside strength of Mourning. Pat Riley is desperately seeking a trade to try to bring Mitch Richmond to the Miami Heat.
Tim Hardaway evidently feeling that when you're hot, you're entitled to shoot until you cool off. Launched him from about 10 feet beyond the arc and finally missed.
That's called a heat check, Bob. And Hardaway, Tim, is one of the guys that can get the MVP today.
Mitch Richmond comes off the bench hot. He's hit 2 in a row. Here's Jason Kidd of the Suns in the game for the first time, leaning on Tim Hardaway.
When you talk to opposing coaches about Hardaway, Tim, they fear his post game, Bob, every bit as much. And Tim Hardaway, he's your size, Bob.
Well, not quite. I wish. Richmond for 3.
You got 2 guys out there right now, Mitch Richmond and Tim Hardaway. They having a little mini shootout. Both of them are trying to get into a serious thing, a serious groove.
Last shot time.
In the final 10 seconds, Richmond's foot was on the line, by the way. That was a 2 and not a 3. Hardaway into the lane, tosses up a hook. Pat Riley would not have approved, but in the All-Star game, it's okay with Larry Bird. Jones missing from half court. First 12 minutes in the books. East 33, West 25. Back to Madison Square Garden after this. You're watching the NBA All-Star Game on NBC.
Stop struggling with back-breaking fall cleanup and throw away your rake. Introducing the most powerful line of Cyclone rakes ever. Now you can clear overgrown fields or the largest lawns with ease. In the fall, the Cyclone rake vacuums and mulches tons of leaves while you drive. Look, clearing your property with blowers doesn't work. Neither does raking and unloading heavy tarps. The Cyclone rake turns those long days of back-breaking yard cleanup into a ride in the park.
Before I owned the Cyclone rake, it was a really tough and laborious job. I had to work weekend after weekend clearing my yard. Well, now that I own a Cyclone rake, a job that used to take me hours now can be done in less than an hour. It's been actually kind of a fun job to watch the leaves disappear into the Cyclone rake.
This is my Cyclone rake here, and I used to do it with this, which would take me a heck of a long time, so I don't need that anymore. Owning a Cyclone rake, my God, it takes a heck of a load off my back.
The Cyclone rake turns debris like this into mulch like this. Volume is reduced many times in size. The Cyclone rake holds up to 415 gallons of mulch debris in a single load. That's more than 12 of these large lawn barrels. Look how the power vacuum pickup accessory devours this deep leaf trip. With 17 feet of reach, it gives you professional cleanup power and goes everywhere your mower can.
I think the Cyclone rake's vacuum power
is awesome. I mean, it sucks up pretty much everything. Leaves, small twigs, clumps of dirt.
Unloading the Cyclone rake is easy too. Just back up to your compost site, lift the collector, and drive away. With the new Cyclone Rake Power Lifter, just push a button and the collector raises automatically. Then drive away to empty. Or attach the power unloader to unload to places you can't even drive to, like over a wall or into the woods. Then, the Cyclone Rake folds flat and hangs right on the wall. It's easy to store in any garage or shed. Call toll-free 800-508-7360 or visit CycloneRake.com for your free catalog and DVD. That's 800-508-7360 or CycloneRake.com for this valuable free information kit. 800-508-7360.
Ahmad Rashad back at Madison Square Garden in Michael's seat. Now, you weren't feeling well when the game started, but once you got out there, you and Kobe going one-on-one, it got exciting.
Well, I mean, he's coming at me. I mean, I think that's the approach. He's being very, very aggressive. And, you know, if I knew someone was sick, certainly the first thing I'd do, I'd go after someone. But, you know, I got to defend myself. You know, I'm going to go out there. He's got to play defense just like I got to play defense.
I noticed that you woke up, though. You know, you kind of like gliding a little bit, and then once Kobe started going at you here, you came back.
I'm just trying to, get my legs underneath me. I haven't been near basketball for 3 or 4 days, and I haven't been up out of bed for that long. So, I mean, I'm not trying to overdo things. And, but he's doing the right thing. He's coming at me, which he's supposed to. But I have to defend myself in whatever way I can.
So the pride factor does count.
Oh, yeah, it counts a lot.
The king is not dead, Bob.
Long live the king. And while Ahmad was chatting with Michael, Reggie Miller hit a 2 and Glenn Rice a 3 for the East. Here's Baker with authority for the West. It's 45-37 East.
See, that's what the young kids have to do. They have to come out and challenge the veterans and make them play, make them compete. And if they don't compete, you got to embarrass them if you're one of the younger players.
Well, let's see what Jones decides to do. To the reverse slam.
The thing that I like what's happening here is that the younger guys are making the older guys play. They're competing. They brought their A game. Everybody's stepping up to the challenge, and everybody wants to perform here.
Here's Steve Smith of the Hawks. He and Antoine Walker of the Celtics just checked in. Rice for 3 again, and good again.
So you got good spacing, you got good ball movement. You know, in the rookie game last night, they wanted to do a lot of isolation, a lot of one-on-ones. What you see happening here is that they're playing basketball together. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of picks, there's a lot of screens.
Mitch Richmond, it's short. Robinson keeps it alive, and a fresh 24 for the West. Here's Richmond. And Smits with the rebound, as if anyone's ever going to use the whole 24 in this game.
Jason Kidd is passing. They're not catching. And they're not finishing.
Rice has hit 3 consecutive three-pointers.
Glenn Rice has got hot. He's hot now. Now they got to keep feeding him. They got to keep feeding him the basketball.
One of the game's deadliest marksmen when he's on. He has 11 points in this quarter. Holds the All-Star record with 20 points in a quarter last year. Smits fouled Robinson. And we'll come back to Madison Square Garden after this.
Mr. Owen, the transmission is going to be a lot more expensive than I thought.
Really,
big job. It's going to take at least a week or so. You might want to consider a rental car. I mean, parts alone are going to run $1,900, and then you add 13.
It's okay, man. I've got Mogi. Free rental car and sushi with my girl at 7.
Don't let expensive repairs hold you back. Get Mogi, extended vehicle protection customized just for you. Insurance covers accidents, but what if your car breaks down? Mogi is the other half of coverage, protecting you from expensive repairs. Just take your car to a licensed repair shop and we pay the bill. It's that simple. We're not like the other guys. Mogi gives you real benefits that give you peace of mind. Visit our website and get the facts. Log on and get a real quote in writing before you buy. Cars break down. It's a fact. But with Mogi, you can keep your car and be worry-free. Call now and ask how you can save hundreds of dollars on coverage. Mogi. Life warrants more.
Don't wait. Call 1-888-664-4631. That's 1-888-664-4631.
Gatorade. That's G.
Homeowners, if you're ready to refinance, Bank of America can help you find the loan that's right for you. Call now and get your free home loan checkup. It's a great way to see if our mortgage specialists could help save you money every month with a loan that better meets your needs. That's part of our commitment to successful home ownership. Bank of America Home Loans. Get your free home loan checkup today. Visit us online or call 1-800-641-7353.
Every season is a story where each game counts. With MLB Extra Innings on DirecTV, don't wait for the headlines. Go beyond the home team and follow every team, no matter where you live. Get up to 80 games per week and watch the action unfold as it happens. With the most games in HD, see this story write itself. Catch the MLB Extra Innings Race for the Pennant for just $69 on DirecTV.
Hello, little prince.
Mama, what we gonna do today?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Magic Johnson with a front row seat at the Garden tonight. Let's flash back 6 years. The 92 All-Star Game in Orlando was memorable. You remember the scene. Magic, voted by the fans to start, despite having retired prior to the season, greeted by his peers. Then he responds with 25 points in 29 minutes, ending the game in storybook fashion, a last-minute three, and the MVP honors. But there's more to the story, Isaiah.
Yeah, that was a special moment for the NBA and its family. You know, Magic was dealing with a serious illness at that time. Before the game, we had a players-only meeting, and we all decided that we wanted to go up and hug him and embrace him and show the world that it was okay to let Magic back on the world stage again. And it was a very, very special moment for all of us as players because Magic had done so much and meant so much to all of us.
He hit that last three-pointer over you, but you didn't seem to mind.
Well, you have to put the show on, Bob. I was mad. Really, I was upset that he shot it in my face like that. And you would recognize it.
Basketball fans will never forget that this All-Star Game is what it is today because of Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas, the two guys who created the show and learned how to get everybody involved and put on the spectacle that it is today.
Robinson's cross-court pass deflected out of bounds by Reggie Miller. 5.5 to play in the first half. The East by 10.
Well, I love what I'm seeing in this All-Star Game here. Unlike the others in the past couple of years, the guys are competing, they're working hard, and they're putting on the show.
I think it's a combination of Larry Bird's presence, Jordan's presence, Magic, you're sitting here, New York City. It has all been perfect.
Another assist there for Jason Kidd, setting Robinson up for the dunk, and then Kidd fouls Rice. That's his second.
Speaking about Glenn Rice, I was asking him, what has changed over the years, what he's learned now in these multiple All-Star appearances, including last year's MVP performance. He said the thing that surprised him the most, Bob, was that Michael Jordan keeps getting better and better. Well, everybody expects him to slow down, but because Jordan works so hard at it, he's that good.
Antoine Walker got the bounce. Now at the other end, Duncan with the turnaround, and he connects. He's the only rookie in the game, although not the youngest player on the floor, of course, because Kobe Bryant, straight out of high school, is just 19, and this is second season. Rice finally misses a three, and Duncan has the rebound. Van Exel into a crowd, lost it.
His guy. Magic was bigger, like I was bigger, but Antoine Walker, the oldest of 6 children, grew up in the humble circumstances there. He's bought his mother and his younger family members a nice house out in the suburbs where he puts on free clinics in the Chicago area in the summertime. And Michael Jordan, surprisingly enough, Larry Bird didn't forget about him over there.
He comes back in along with Sean Kemp and Grant Hill. Smits, Miller, and Rice go out.
So you see Antoine Walker bringing the ball up court. He's very versatile. He can play inside, outside. He can do it all out on the court.
Walker misses the three.
And the three is not out of his range.
Look how Jason Kidd positions himself. on the rebound. He is on the move as his big guys, Duncan, Robinson, are moving to get that ball, so he gets the quick outlet first and starts to break. Beautiful.
Well, the All-Star game was made for a guy like Jason Kidd with his talent and his passing ability. He's very unselfish and he wants to give it up to everybody.
Robinson took it away from Kemp. Here comes the West. And Exel with it. Pulls up, unleashes a three. It's no good. Kemp back the other way. Even the big men can play like guards, or at least try to in this game. They all want to show they've got a handle. Jordan left alone. That's usually not a real good idea.
Well, Michael Jordan has the real handle.
David Robinson just looked at him and said, "Do you ever miss jumpers?"
There's no business like NBA business. In the last 3 seconds, Payton with the left hand and Bryant. Something to take into the locker room. And that'll do it.
That's the end of the first half.
The East leads at 67-58 after the first 24 minutes.
Coming up in just a moment.
Jordan leads all scorers with 13. Rice has 11. David Robinson and Kobe Bryant each with 10 to lead the West.
Presenting the Belly Burner. Bobby Waldron's secret weapon exclusively for his private clients is now available to you. It's no secret that most of us would like firmer, tighter, sexier abs. Heat Vision Photography shows how the Belly Burner increases your thermal core temperature, supercharging the calorie burning process and accelerating the fat burning energy needed to trim down those love handles and belly fat. Turn on to Bobby's secret. Simply put on the Belly Burner belt and you've already started. Virtually any physical activity you do is benefited. In fact, just doing the things you do every day is enhanced. The Belly Burner turns up the heat. Just wrap up and slim down.
After my last pregnancy and gaining 80 pounds, I had a little bit more belly than I actually wanted. I had a little bit more of everything than I wanted, so I had to work hard and get fast results. I called Bobby, we started working together and using the Belly Burner. I lost 60 pounds in 12 inches.
I started working out with the Belly Burner and literally went from a size 38 to a size 32. That's real.
I train people for success. That's why I invented the Belly Burner, to focus energy, heat it up, and burn it off. And I'll show you how with this DVD.
That's right. Call now and you get Bobby Waldron's exclusive Blazing Abs workout DVD along with your Belly Burner belt, giving you the absolute fastest way to get those fit and trim abs you've been dreaming about. And now you can try the Belly Burner package with our 30-day free trial offer for only $7.95 for shipping and handling. So all you have to lose are those extra pounds and inches. And it gets even better. You'll also get Bobby's calorie counter, food journal, and meal planner. A $20 value, absolutely free.
Call now and get started. Do you want tighter abs? Do you want to feel better and have more energy? Now it's faster and easier than ever. It's time to heat it up and burn it off. Let's go. 5, 6, 7.
Get your amazing weight loss belt now.
10.
At this point of the season, focus cannot be blurred.
Desire cannot be decreased.
Strength cannot be understated.
And success cannot be achieved
unless you can believe.
I'm Ivan Schott back at Madison Square Garden. I'm joined by Michael Jordan. Now, everybody is excited about this showdown between you and Kobe. Now, how do you see it the first half?
Well, first of all, I don't consider it a showdown, but I think that, we both are trying to do our job to entertain, and we're trying to play as hard and not try to isolate ourselves away from the rest of the players. So, I mean, in the mix of that, we will have our times where we go one-on-one, but I'm not going to try to do it too often because I don't want to take away from the other guys being here.
But you will not shy away from that isolation.
Oh, I will defend myself without a doubt.
All right, let's go down to Jim, who's with Kobe. Jim?
All right, thank you very much. Ahmad will get the response. You're not shying away at all from Michael. You're going after him, aren't you, Kobe?
I'm just having fun. I'm having a good time. Michael's a great player, one of the best players of all time. And what better way to learn the game than going at him?
But you've issued a bit of a challenge, and he's got his pride up, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, me too. And that's how you play the game. That's how I grew up playing the game, and I'm sure he did too, and every player out here as well. So that's what makes this game interesting.
Now, there have been a couple of smiles exchanged between you two. Have there been any words?
No, not yet.
All right, right, Kobe. Good luck in the second half.
He had a couple of steals in the first half, and now, Isaiah, you must give it up.
But look at that list.
That was the only record that I had that he hadn't got yet. Now he's taking everything. He took the championship trophy from me. He took the All-Star trophy from me. Now he's taking the All-Star steals.
He has ransacked the entire village.
If the list is Magic, Jordan, Isaiah, and Bird, that's special company.
We start the second half. Shaq with the pass from Peyton. Can't bank it home. And Shawn Kemp has it for the East. They lead by 9. Penny Hardaway. Tim Hardaway of the Heat felt that he deserved the All-Star start. Michael missing, and so he's still at 13. Insofar as Penny played only 17 games in the season's first half, but the fans voted for Penny. Here's Penny.
But Bob, there's some historical context to that comment, because in '92, when Magic won the MVP, we had the flashback earlier. Tim Hardaway gave up his starting spot to let Magic start. Magic hadn't played that year. Tim Hardaway went to Penny and said, hey, look, that's the way I feel, and I'm not changing my mind.
Grant Hill hit for the East. Kevin Garnett answers for the West. Garnett is the first All-Star starter from Minneapolis since George Mikan in the 50s. Jordan with a smile on his face, toying with Karl Malone. Kemp. Malone has the rebound. Peyton accelerates, dishing to Garnett. Over Kemp. He's hit 2 in a row.
You know, when Garnett was in high school, when I was scouting him, he played every position out on the floor. But his favorite position, believe it or not, was the point guard position. He fancied himself as being a big Magic Johnson.
And that might work against him, because he's been catapulted into this level. And the game for Kevin Garnett is not quite there yet because of that huge contract he signed, and now he's got to live up, and believe me, his life will never be the same. And why not with $126 million?
Shaq missing the fadeaway, and Kemp has the rebound. Mutombo had the last basket off a Penny Hardaway pass for the East.
Shawn Kemp has quietly put together a nice game here this afternoon.
Hard to do anything quietly, though, in this game. Understatement is not the coin of the round tonight. Here's who's on the floor right now.
You got the one-on-one. You see everybody clears out.
I like to see Peyton has 10 assists now.
Remember, Peyton had 15 assists in the game that Mitch Richmond won the MVP back in Phoenix. Shaq really closing down the middle.
Mutombo. You know, when we talk about Penny Hardaway starting, or Kevin Garnett, who might not be the best player right now on his own team with Stephon Marbury and Tom Gugliotta, someday he'll be the most valuable property there, no matter how good Marbury and Gugliotta may be. But it's a matter of who the fans wanted to see, like this guy, Kobe Bryant. The starters, at least, are the province of the fans. The reserves voted on by a consensus of each conference's coaches. Kobe, Jerry Reynolds, who used to coach Sacramento, now their director of player personnel, said, look, we accept it's a popularity contest. If you put Little Penny on the ballot, he'd start.
That last play, though, by Kobe Bryant is an example of what he really needs to do to get to the next level. Being able to score off his own dribble when everything is too far extended. The only player who really does that, though, right now is Michael Jordan.
Big Penny misses. West back with the ball.
Nice tip away by... Which Penny is that?
That would be Big Penny.
Okay.
And to Kidd, Garnett misses.
Here's the finals matchup right now. He's looking at
it. The Jazz swept their 2 games during this regular season against the Bulls. Beat them in Chicago and in Salt Lake City. Hill floats. Doesn't hit it, but the tip is there for Shawn Kemp. Bryant ahead to Shaq. Mutombo all over him and wrestles him down.
Stop your auto repair bills now. If you own a car with less than 250,000 miles, you can get an extended warranty that will finally stop your repair bills. Just call now or go to StopRepairBills.com. When you own a car, SUV, or truck, sooner or later it will need repair, and that can cost you thousands of dollars right out of your pocket. Just one transmission job could cost over $3,000. A new engine could cost over $4,000, but you won't have to pay a cent. Call now or visit StopRepairBills.com and we'll cover 100% of the costs. This isn't a dealer's warranty. It's much better and costs less. Because you only pay for the coverage you need. You even choose the repair shop. And we pay them directly so you don't wait to be reimbursed. The sooner you call, the sooner you're covered.
Call 1-800-697-9048. A free 5-minute call can save you thousands in auto repair. Call 1-800-697-9048 and stop paying repair bills now.
The sun used to make our outdoor deck and patio space so hot and uncomfortable we couldn't use it.
But then we discovered the Sunsetter retractable awning.
It provides instant protection from the sun's harmful rays.
It keeps our patio about 20 degrees cooler.
But now you can get your Sunsetter for as little as $499 when you call now to get this $200 discount certificate and free awning idea kit.
Call now for your free awning idea kit and $200 discount certificate.
1-800-335-4718.
Get inside the game on NBA TV. All the best exclusive league access, plus the latest stats, scores, and coverage on NBA.com. NBA TV, the game happens here.
The stars you want to see are on DirecTV Cinema.
You want this?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Let's rock and roll.
I know you.
Yes.
Order now for the biggest stars on channels 125 through 199. DirecTV's Game Lounge delivers your favorite games when you want them. So put your feet up and get your game on. Now as low as $2.99. Ready to get into the game? Tune to channel 110. Game Lounge from DirecTV. Game on.
Hello, little friends. What we gonna do today?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Miller Genuine Draft presents even more basketball.
Kobe has challenged Michael. Michael comes out and he's saying, not tonight, young fella. I'm bringing all my tricks. Kobe comes back and he says, Michael, I'm stealing it. I'm taking it. I want the torch. Michael says, Kobe, I got some more tricks left in my bag. As Ahmad told us earlier, he's not ready to leave yet, folks.
And in recognition of this look inside the game, the Miller Brewing Company will donate $1,000 to the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund.
Bob, when I talked to Michael before the game in the locker room, and I asked him about all this speculation about what's next and who's next in terms of Kobe Bryant and all the hype, he said it's okay to talk about it, but that's not something you give away. That's something that a player is going to have to go out there and earn. And he said that Kobe Bryant is a candidate, but that he's got to let his game define his existence and not just the hype and the commercials and everything else.
Dikembe Mutombo at the line, as you may know, grew up in Zaire, which is now, after much turmoil, once again the Congo. But when it was Zaire, he, as an 8-year-old kid in 1974, stood in the back of the stadium, stood on top of a crate to see over the crowd to watch Muhammad Ali fight George Foreman in the Rumble in the Jungle in 1974. His mom ran a concession stand at the stadium selling soda and snuck him in as an 8-year-old to see the fight. Bryant missing.
And Dikembe still goes regularly back to Africa, his native country, and he's planning on building a couple of hospitals there. Raises a ton of money. He's bringing the entire NBA over there for a big All-Star game next September in South Africa, Bob.
Maybe not the entire NBA.
Well, enough to play a game.
A few hundred would swell the population. Malone. And Karl Malone hits. He's been quoted this week as saying, I'm really not a Showtime player. All-Star games aren't for me, but he has twice been the MVP in '89 and in '93. Hill off the Hardaway pass, and then Jordan intercepts the inbound.
Well, this is Karl Malone's first All-Star game without John Stockton, and he told us Friday that he feels kind of lost. He doesn't know what to do without his partner out there, but if he gets hot, he says he wants a lot of time, and he wants the ball.
Call on Shaquille O'Neal, but he really took the youngster to school on that exchange.
Isolated along the baseline to back him down. You look inside, the little hitch, the step underneath. Kobe hung out to dry. Shaq only the goaltend possibly.
But see, that's what teammates do, Bill. You're not going to embarrass my teammate. That's what Shaq said.
Kobe for three.
That's where Kobe is much better than creating off his own dribble. The spot-up shooting, one quick dribble here and then up.
See, when Sean Kemp's dunk, I love the antics that he does after his dunks. You know, the little moves that he does.
Garnett, that's a two-point attempt. Kemp has the rebound. Hardaway set Kemp up for that dunk with a nice pass. This time it's Hardaway to Mutombo.
Way to reward the big fella. The big fella gets out and run. You got to give him the basketball.
Bryant, who now has 13 after hitting the three a moment ago. Shaq to the foul line for the jumper.
The East has so many of these 6'7" guys.
Seen in basketball before. His creativity is amazing.
Peyton with an easy one.
Well, he wanted to pass it off the board to Shaq, but Dikembe saw the whole thing coming and stayed at home with Shaq.
Hardaway.
None of the shot blockers are coming, Bob. They're all standing with their own guys so they don't get dunked on.
Defense taking a holiday, especially in the last few minutes. Uncontested layups. Bryant with a three. Displaying the full range. The incredible hook sandwiched in between a pair of threes, and now Hill with the slam.
Kobe's putting on the show. He's got Magic jumping out of his seat. He got everybody in here going crazy.
He's got 18. Malone is short with it. Jordan, who has 15, comes back into the lane, off balance, and gets the roll.
That's what you loved about Jordan and Kobe Bryant.
Now, Mutombo may have touched that ball on the rim. It was going in anyway.
The referees have pocketed the whistles, Bob.
Well, when you're Michael Jordan in this league, you got to get some breaks. You got to get some calls, particularly in the All-Star game.
They give the basket to Mutombo, though, not to Michael. And O'Neal hits the little hook. Back comes Hardaway. The scoreboard doing crazy things at Madison Square Garden. I just looked up to check the score, and it reads East 97, West 3.
Kobe wants to take the choice.
You're not that old that you've never seen that move.
Magic jumper. Look at Magic.
I don't think Magic's ever seen it before, but he loves it. And now Kobe from the outside.
And this is a deep, long three right in front of, I love this game. And he laughs and gives us a wink.
The highlight reel is what it's about, but just for the books, it's 97-83.
Stop struggling with back-breaking fall cleanup and throw away your rake. Introducing the most powerful line of Cyclone rakes ever. Now you can clear overgrown fields or the largest lawns with ease. In the fall, the Cyclone rake vacuums and mulches tons of leaves while you drive. Look, clearing your property with blowers doesn't work. Neither does raking and unloading heavy tarps. The Cyclone rake turns those long days of back-breaking yard cleanup into a ride in the park.
Before I owned the Cyclone rake, it was a really tough and laborious job. I had to work weekend after weekend clearing my yard. Well, now that I own a Cyclone rake, a job that used to take me hours now can be done in less than an hour. It's been actually kind of a fun job to watch the leaves disappear into the Cyclone rake.
This is my Cyclone rake here, and I used to do it with this, which would take me a heck of a long time, so I don't need that anymore. Owning a Cyclone rake, my God, it takes a heck of a load off my back.
The Cyclone rake turns debris like this into mulch like this. Volume is reduced many times in size. The Cyclone rake holds up to 415 gallons of mulch debris in a single load. That's more than 12 of these large lawn barrels. Look how the Power Vacuum pickup accessory devours this deep leaf drip. With 17 feet of reach, it gives you professional cleanup power and goes everywhere your mower can.
I think the Cyclone rake's vacuum power is awesome. I mean, it sucks up pretty much everything. Leaves, small twigs, clumps of dirt.
Unloading the Cyclone rake is easy too. Just back up to your compost site, lift the collector and drive away. With the new Cyclone rake power lifter, just push a button and the collector raises automatically. Then drive away to empty. Or attach the power unloader to unload to places you can't even drive to, like over a wall or into the woods. Then, the Cyclone rake folds flat and hangs right on the wall. It's easy to store in any garage or shed. Call toll-free 800-508-7360 or visit CycloneRake.com for your free catalog and DVD. That's 800-508-7360 or CycloneRake.com for this valuable free information kit. 800-508-7360.
Welcome back to Madison Square Garden. I'm Jim Gray. A spectacular show by a 19-year-old young man, Kobe Bryant, is mesmerizing this entire crowd and the entire NBA, all of his peers. Look at this move. He's shooting 7 for 16 from the field. Kobe, Isaiah Thomas and Bill Walton have seen an awful lot of basketball. They said they've never seen a player move like that. Where'd you learn that one?
Just really just playing on the playgrounds in Philadelphia. When I came back from Europe, I picked up a few tricks here and there.
Now, how much did you practice that for this game specifically?
Not much. When I get in this game, I just basically try to play off of instincts.
Now, come on. You had to practice that a little bit. You told me you had a little something special. Was that it?
No, not yet.
Not yet? You got something else in there, huh?
If I get the opportunity to, I will, yeah.
18 points. You think an MVP at all if you can come back?
Oh, no, I don't know. I'm just out there playing.
All right, Kobe, we look forward to the next trick, Bob.
Gary Payton hit a 3 while they were talking. Well, if that's not the A-list move, I'd love to see what is. That's not the secret play, he says. Kobe Bryant from Philadelphia, the All-Star game is there next year, and he has said that his goal was to make the All-Star team in his 3rd year so he could play in Philly. He jumped it by a year, and it's obvious that he belongs.
Well, it's amazing the things that the young guys coming into the league are thinking about in their minds. I never would imagine that a player would ever try a move like that. When Kobe talked about being over in Europe and learning that move when he came back, it's interesting that Kobe speaks 3 languages. He speaks fluent Italian and French, and he also scored 1,100 on his SAT and is still continuing his college education while he's a professional basketball player. Amazing young man.
Studying at UCLA, I might add.
Isaiah, you want everybody to be at UCLA.
That's right. I wanted you to come there. Have you ever seen anybody better at 19 than Kobe Bryant?
I've never seen anyone with the skill set and the maturity that he has at 19 and the total understanding for the entertainment package. Magic, myself, Michael Jordan, all of us, when we came into the league, we understood how to win championships, how to play basketball. But Kobe, at a very young age, understands the entertainment of basketball and understands how to get on the stage and entertain and perform.
The 2 best that I ever saw at 19 were Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when he was a youngster at UCLA, and then Sabonis, now the center for the Portland Trail Blazers. When he was a 19-year-old player before the injuries and before he put on the weight, he was a 7'3" Larry Bird who could do everything.
But did he understand how to bring the fans into the game and how to make them say ooh and ah?
He didn't have to.
Here's Van Exel. It's in and out, and Jason Williams has the rebound. When you saw the high scores a moment ago, Jordan at 17, they changed that basket back again. Remember, Jordan took the jumper. Mutombo might have been guilty of an offensive goaltend, but he shoved it back home, and at first they gave the basket to Dikembe, and now they've changed it to Jordan. So give Michael 17. Here's Eddie Jones driving. Vin Baker comes away with it. The ball out of bounds to the west.
It's just so nice to see David Robinson back in this game, Bob. I mean, it was a year ago with the back injury and the foot surgery where they put the pin in there. He didn't believe himself that he was going to make it back.
Mitch Richmond short with the 2-point attempt. Williams has not scored in this game, but he has a bunch of rebounds. He's got 6 of them in limited duty. Here's Tim Hardaway tossing one up, no good. But Glenn Rice is there for the follow.
You know, when we talked to David Robinson Friday, he told us when we were standing on the stage, Bill, with the 50 greatest players, it killed him not to be in that All-Star game in Cleveland. And he is so pleased with himself that he's been able to come back from the type of surgery that he's had and made the All-Star team again.
Van Exel marauding through the lane and tossing it home.
While we're on the 50 greatest players, it was amazing that Isaiah Thomas was the only guy there who none of his teammates were on that 50 greatest roster. That's how good this young man was.
Van Exel racing back the other way.
I didn't realize that, Bill, that I didn't have a teammate there until I went to talk to you, and you were standing there with 5 Celtics. And then it dawned on me, you know, that's why we couldn't beat you.
Pretty good players on those teams. David Robinson has been playing with a bad shoulder for a while. He comes out rubbing it there.
You got the penetration in the lane, and he cups it and finger rolls it. As he drove through the lane to protect the basketball, he cupped it so he can bring it out and finger roll it, a la George Gervin.
East has led all the way. They're up now by 11 with 17 seconds to play in the third quarter. Robinson cuts it to 10.
Nick Van Exel was especially appreciative of the encouraging words all season long by his good friend but opponent, Gary Peak, who has constantly said, Nick, you'll get there one day. Just be...
Rice was hammered. No foul call. Robinson slings it the other way as the buzzer sounds. Well, they were at the top of the marquee coming in, and they're doing it through 3. The East by 10. This, as you no doubt are aware, is the NBA on NBC, and we're back after these messages and a word from your local station.
At this point of the season, focus cannot be blurred.
Desire cannot be decreased.
Strength cannot be understated.
And success cannot be achieved
unless you can believe.
If you're driving a car that's under 15 years old with less than 200,000 miles, stay tuned to learn how you can save thousands of dollars on car repairs with extended service coverage from U.S. Fidelis. It protects you after your manufacturer's warranty ends. It's affordable, and it's customized just for you. You pick your own coverage amount, deductible, and payment plan. You even pick the repair shop, and the shop is paid directly, so you don't pay up front then wait to be reimbursed. How much can you save? Plenty. It cost almost $2,700 to repair an engine, but the owner didn't pay a cent. The bill was covered 100%. It cost almost $4,000 to replace a transmission. All the owner paid was his $50 deductible. The choice is yours. You can pay your repair bills or have them covered through U.S. Fidelis. To find out more, call 1-800-647-0989 for a free 5-minute quote. That's 1-800-647-0989. 1-800-647-0989. Call now.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back to the All-Star Game. I'm Jim Gray, the creator, the innovator of Showtime right here, Magic Johnson. Have you ever seen a young man like Kobe Bryant so confident at his age and so mature?
No, never. I think that he showed you things that a lot of, what are you talking about, 19-year-old, a lot of the guys 25 and 30, 35 can't even do. And that move down there was just unbelievable. His creativity and the fact that he thought and believed that it would go in was just amazing. And Isaiah, he understands that because he got moves like that himself.
Now, you talk a lot with Kobe, obviously, since you're with the club quite a bit.
Yeah.
He got your locker. How thrilled was he to have 32's old locker?
Well, he said I was always his idol, so it made me feel good. But I think the main thing is we're bringing him along as slowly as possible.
Well, you've been trying to until tonight. What is this going to do? Kind of ruin that process, didn't it?
I know, but we still want to do that. I just hope Michael Jordan stays around one more year to really, again, show him what a professional is like, to show him that he still must improve on his basketball game. And then if he can do that, then I think Kobe will be all right. But he needs Michael to stay around to really still show him, to still be the teacher, and he can still be the pupil and learn from Michael Jordan.
Now, have you conveyed those thoughts and that sentiment to Michael Jordan that you would like to see him stay, and are you trying to talk him out of leaving?
Yeah, I told him that yesterday as well as today. And I also talked to Kobe about looking at him and really not trying to pattern his game after him, but look at him and what he has accomplished, but not only what he has accomplished, but how he has accomplished it. He's always added something to his game. He's always in the gym practicing. This is Michael Jordan I'm talking about. So now, Kobe, you have to do the same thing.
Was Michael receptive to what you said, and you think he has an open mind about returning?
Well, I think he has an open mind. I think right now he'll probably wait till the end of the season to really find out, okay, what the Bulls going to do, who's going to be there. Without Phil Jackson, he's never going to go back to the Bulls. That's over. But if Phil remains, then I think there's a great possibility. But, hey, this is the Mecca right here, New York. Hey, it might be a possibility here or L.A. He has to have a center stage. He can't be with just any team. He has to have a stage. And what bigger stage than New York or somewhere?
Magic, great to see you. Always a thrill.
Tell my boy Isaiah hello, Bob hello. Isaiah. Nobody could do it like us, though. See, we had this game moving up and down, baby. Up and down.
All right, Magic. Isaiah?
I feel you.
Now, you guys going to go kiss again, or?
Well, that's my brother, and I love him.
And while we consider the possibility, let's step aside for a commercial. It seems like the best plan.
There are few places like Madrid where there's so much going on at the same time. How long will you be staying? Now, Madrid.
Mr. Owen, the transmission is going to be a lot more expensive than I thought.
Really, it's not
big job. It's going to take at least a week or so. You might want to consider a rental car. I mean, parts alone are going to run $1,900, and then you add 13.
It's okay, man. I've got Mogi. Free rental car and sushi with my girl at 7.
Don't let expensive repairs hold you back. Get Mogi, extended vehicle protection customized just for you. Insurance covers accidents, but what if your car breaks down? Mogi is the other half of coverage, protecting you from expensive repairs. Just take your car to a licensed repair shop and we pay the bill. It's that simple. We're not like the other guys. Mogi gives you real benefits that give you peace of mind. Visit our website and get the facts. Log on and get a real quote in writing before you buy. Cars break down. It's a fact. But with Mogi, you can keep your car and be worry-free. Call now and ask how you can save hundreds of dollars on coverage. Mogi. Life warrants more.
Don't wait. Call 1-888-664-4631. That's 1-888-664-4631.
If you're here at DirecTV, we continue to offer the best television experience possible. Now you can get even more out of your TV at no extra charge. Try it. Just press the active button on your remote, and you'll get local weather for your neighborhood. You can also check your horoscope, look up lottery results, and go deeper into your favorite shows. Even find out what everyone's watching right now. Just a few examples of how we're making your TV experience unlike any other. All compliments of DirecTV.
The bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, and what do you think he saw? What do you think he saw? What do you think he saw? The bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, and what do you think he saw?
I was interested in Magic's comments, hoping and urging Michael Jordan to come back. I think he should come back. I hope he does come back. And I was talking to Bill Russell, who was my favorite player when I was growing up. And I asked him about the situation that he was in at the end of his career, who was going to be the coach. And Russell said that every great player at that level, Russell, Bird, Magic, Isaiah Thomas, they should be able to pick their own coach.
Well, I was in a very similar situation in Detroit when Chuck Daly left, and we had a coaching change, and I had to adjust to Ron Rothstein and a Don Chaney, two new coaches, and it totally threw my rhythm off. And even in my last year, I remember Don Chaney benched me and played Lindsey Hunter before me. So he was gone quick. Well, he was going the next year after that. But what Jordan is going through and what he's talking about with Phil Jackson is that you don't want to break in a new coach. You don't want to have someone who comes in and doesn't understand the way you play the game.
Well, we're already in an era, long since into an era, where that's part of the game. Magic Johnson ushered Paul Westhead out and Pat Riley in the early 80s. Grant Hill didn't support Doug Collins. I don't know if he pushed him out, but he certainly didn't pull him back in, and now Doug Collins is not the Piston coach. Penny Hardaway wanted Brian Hill out, so did some other members of the Orlando Magic, and out went Brian Hill. So Michael Jordan saw to it that Phil Jackson remained beyond when, for whatever reason, Chicago management wanted him to remain. And now Michael says, if Phil doesn't come back, I don't come back.
But that's what makes the Chicago situation so bizarre, because they all want him back, and the people in Chicago love him.
And Jordan nails a 3 for emphasis as we discuss the situation.
Yeah, and the guys that you talked about, though, they're not at the level that Michael Jordan is, or Magic Johnson was, or even myself. Those guys that you're talking about, they haven't won championships.
And so you say to yourself, regardless of what friction there may be, as we watch Michael hit the triple again, between Jerry Reinsdorf and Jerry Krause and Phil Jackson, regardless of how enamored Jerry Krause may be of Tim Floyd of Iowa State, if you got a team that can win another championship or contend for one, and if Michael Jordan says this is what I want, and it's worked to the tune of 5 titles and maybe 7 had Michael not gone away to play baseball, what's the problem in bringing them all back?
You're asking the wrong guy, Bob.
It's a rhetorical question, I guess. I believe I'm preaching to the choir with you two. Reggie Miller hit at the other end. Now Van Exel with a 3 that's long. And Jason Williams, the closest thing to a hometown star. Grew up in the Lower East Side of New York. College at St. John's. Now representing the New Jersey Nets with Patrick Ewing hurt. There's no Nick in the game. Miller for 3, as he's done so often in this building, and he turns to face Spike Lee. But this might be the one night when Spike is actually rooting for Reggie, since he's got to be, as a Knick fan, pulling for the Eastern Conference.
Bob, Spike never roots for Reggie. Every time he sees Reggie in the Indiana uniform, he roots totally against him.
Reggie almost quit the game of basketball before this season. He's had all kinds of problems, the injuries of a couple years ago. Somebody comes in and foolishly, stupidly burns his house down, destroys his whole lifetime of collection and stuff. Larry Bird, when he took the coaching job, he called up Reggie and said, hey, Reggie, look, I know you're going through a lot of trouble here. We need you. We got something that's really special here. Please stay with us. We think we can turn it back around. Reggie reluctantly came back to play, and it's really paid off.
And when you talk about Reggie's house burning down, to show you what type of league this is, how the players and the commissioner looks out for the family members, David Stern has taken it upon himself to start a memorabilia collection for Reggie Miller to get back all the stuff that
Van Exel tried to set his teammate Eddie Jones up when Eddie couldn't finish. Van Exel was there, but there may have been a foul before Van Exel attempted his shot, and there was, so Eddie Jones is coming to the line.
Well, this is like a regular Laker game right here, just coming down in waves, throwing the ball up above the hoop and throwing it down.
Well, there's a great all-star tradition of helping to get your teammates off in this game. Karl Malone, the 2 times he won MVP, had 28 points in each game. Stockton had 17 assists the first time and 15 the second time when he shared MVP honors at the Delta Center with Karl Malone.
I remember that game that those 2 won the MVP there, but the thing I remember most about that game is that was Shaquille's first All-Star game. And I remember him coming to my room asking me for advice. And Joe Dumars and I were sitting on the bed, and this 7-foot guy comes in, and he was the first one to turn Joe and I on to rap music. He was rapping, singing a song about Snoop Doggy Dogg. And that's when Joe and I looked at each other and said,
back to Madison Square Garden as soon as we can catch our breath.
Stop your auto repair bills now. If you own a car with less than 250,000 miles, you can get an extended warranty that will finally stop your repair bills. Just call now or go to StopRepairBills.com. When you own a car, SUV, or truck, sooner or later it will need repair, and that can cost you thousands of dollars right out of your pocket. Just one transmission job could cost over $3,000. A new engine could cost over $4,000, but you won't have to pay a cent. Call now or visit StopRepairBills.com and we'll cover 100% of the costs. This isn't a dealer's warranty. It's much better and costs less. Because you only pay for the coverage you need. You even choose the repair shop. And we pay them directly so you don't wait to be reimbursed. The sooner you call, the sooner you're covered.
Call 1-800-697-9048. A free 5-minute call can save you thousands in auto repair. Call 1-800-697-9048 and stop paying repair bills now.
Moments ago, the Phoenix Suns gorilla, essaying the role of King Kong, absent Fay Ray, uses the collapsing Empire State Building to launch himself toward a slam. And here are masters of their respective domains, Commissioner David Stern and Mayor Rudolph Giuliani. The mayor overlooking the apparent zoning ordinance violation involved in the collapsing Empire State Building. A while ago, the East went on a 12-0 run to up their advantage to 119-96, but the score doesn't eliminate Kobe Bryant as an MVP candidate, that's for sure, and there's some history. There have been 3 MVPs off losing teams. Bob Pettit of the Hawks in 1958, Dr. J in 1977, Magic Johnson in 1990. Rick Smits from the head of the key.
Smits is feeling it now. You can just see it in his face. Finally, his health returned to him this year. The feet looking, feeling very good.
Well, the East players has taken a cue from Michael Jordan early in the game. He told him when he first got here this week, he wants to win this game, and the East has come out to show their dominance. And we talked to Bird, he talked about playing Jordan at the point.
Michael misses with the left hand, but Antoine Walker of the Celtics slams it home and makes sure folks notice it. Eddie Jones with the reverse.
Very nice. Well, when I was talking to Eddie Jones, he talked about how he's changed his dedication this year. Last year, he tailed off at the end of the season and did not play well in the playoffs. And it was because he stopped working out off the court. He made himself to work out throughout the season in that weight room with his physical trainer, and he's convinced that those moments of inconsistency that have plagued Eddie Jones are now a thing of the past.
I know from experience from being the GM in Toronto that when you put the fear in a player's heart that you may send him from Los Angeles to Sacramento, that'll make you play a little better and work a lot harder.
Antoine Walker for 3. He has that kind of range, but he misses. He had a 49-point game earlier this year against Washington. That matches Michael Jordan's 49 against the Clippers for the high output in the league this year. In and out for Eddie Jones. And here comes Reggie Miller, who scored 14. The East by 25, 125 to 100. Coming up on 4 minutes to play in the game. Walker. And Duncan the rebound.
Do you think Larry Bird is trying to play Michael Jordan a lot of minutes to suck up to him?
No, because he's trying to wear him out, possibly. Smits with the very nice block there.
And there is Larry Bird, a 12-time All-Star, 3-time league MVP, and the All-Star coach in his rookie year. Under Siege 2, Dark Territory, starring Steven Seagal, comes up after the All-Star game.
Bob, when I was talking to Michael and Larry before the game tonight, they were reminiscing about the great moments in Barcelona. And I know, Zeke, how disappointed you were not to be on that trip. But we do have Ahmad Rashad, who knows a little bit about that trip to Barcelona.
I do know about the trip to Barcelona, but another thing was I was talking to Larry about Michael retiring. He said he doesn't want Michael to retire. He said he knows that when you retire, you have absolutely nothing to do. There are not enough tee times to keep you busy. And he said, take it from me. I'm back coaching, and he's like, I hope Michael does not make that same mistake because he's a guy that needs something to do every day, like play basketball. Bob?
I was retired once, and I hated it.
I lost track of how many times you were retired. Here is Garnett. We've heard tonight that Michael has the 2 most esteemed predecessors of his telling him to retire. Garnett with the dub. Magic is working on him. Larry Bird's working on him. Millions of fans would say the same to him if they had an opportunity.
Well, we just don't want Michael to leave the game. You know, Magic, Bird, myself, the way we had to leave the game, it was because of injuries or other reasons. And we don't want Michael to look back and turn around and want to do something that he loves so much and leave it too early.
But Isaiah, I think the great players, of the guys you just listed, you have to play it out because that helps validate the next generation when they finally get to the point where they can beat you. When age and injury does catch up, then it says, okay, now we see these new guys, and they really do have it.
Jordan was fouled, taking it to the hole. He'll be at the line when we come back. 2.5 minutes to play.
There are few places like Madrid where there's so much going on at the same time. How long will you be staying? Now, Madrid.
Get the ultimate fan experience on NBA TV. Go inside the game with live 24/7 access. No other network gets you so close to the action. NBA TV, the game happens here.
Like every aspect of his career, Michael Jordan's All-Star experience has been spectacular. In '88, he won his second straight slam dunk contest. This is the move that became a poster. Remember that? Millions of kids have that one hanging on the wall. And then in the game the next day, he scored 40 and was named the MVP. 2 years ago in San Antonio, he led the East to victory and won his second All-Star MVP award.
Now, Michael, this is the first Bob, excuse me, this is the first time that Michael Jordan has played for Larry Bird as a coach. And I asked Michael what his favorite memory of Larry Bird was. And he went back to the 63-point game in the '86 playoffs, Jordan's second year in the league. And Larry, who was the MVP at the time and the champion, Larry got Michael guarding him in the low post. And Larry just eyes lit up and he said, I got a little one down here. And he said, give me the ball. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Jordan comes down and Bird switches onto him. So Jordan starts hollering, hey, I got a big one. I got a big one out here. They just kept going the rest of the way on his way to 63 with Big Little.
Michael Jordan just made one of two. The first one he shot conventionally. The second one, you were able to see he did what he sometimes does in a game that's a blowout or a game like this, the All-Star game, which is both an exhibition and a blowout as it turns out, 128-106. He shot the second one with his eyes closed and missed it. Steve Smith off with a three. Jason Kidd with the world's longest tap attempt from about 10 feet. Here's Garnett.
But Jordan's the type of guy that even though he shot it with his eyes closed, he's mad that he missed it.
But look what George Karl's got out here for the West right now. You're talking all the young guys. Van Exel, Eddie Jones, Kevin Garnett, Jason Kidd, Tim Duncan.
Smith missing the three. West ball out of bounds. 1:39 to play. East by 20. This is the second foul shot by Michael. Eyes closed, and it's off left. Oh, no.
And he's probably mad that he missed it. But what the young guys should do is take advice from the older guys. Seek one of the older guys out. When I came to my first All-Star game, I saw Kareem out to ask Kareem, how do I handle my career? How do I go about being a champion? The one thing that Kareem told me when I first came into the league as a rookie was, Isaiah, stay grounded and stay humble. And that was the best advice that I ever got in an All-Star game.
Eddie Jones slices through. 13 for him.
The guy that was my mentor coming up,
Glenn Rice,
was Steve Jones. He's now in the cyberspace.
The snapper.
Absolutely.
Steve Smith gets the basket on the follow.
So, Isaiah, who's your pick for MVP?
Michael Jordan. It has to be Jordan. His team won. He's the leading scorer. And this is what the young players got to learn. Even though you come out and you put on the show and you entertain the fans, the bottom line is you still have to win, and you got to win championship to be considered one of the greatest ever.
A rainbow three from Glenn Rice.
But Jordan came out and set the tempo early. The first drive in the middle, get the team off to the lead, hit the jumpers, while all the hype and everything and the spectacular plays went to Kobe. Michael leading the team to victory with the discipline, with the fundamentals, and the conditioning. I think the conditioning of Jordan is so often overlooked. He works so hard at being at the top.
Eddie Jones with it as we play out the final seconds. Van Exel, an unguarded three, way off. Kemp firing ahead for Smith. He'll take it.
Now, both of those guys play every summer against each other at St. Cecilia Recreation League.
Kevin Garnett missing, but considering it's just the final seconds of an All-Star game, he can say, as he does in those commercials, that it was tastefully done.
And if I'm all these young guys right now, knowing that this may be Michael Jordan's last game, I'm running to ask him for his gym shoes, and will he sign them for me?
35, the West 14.
Go for the jersey, forget the shoes.
Kobe over to congratulate Michael. He's looking for him. There they are. And this may be as close to a torch passing, as we'll see. There's always the possibility that the Lakers and Bulls could be in the finals. But this might be the last time we see Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan on the floor at the same time. The teams have played their 2 regular season games already. They split them. The Bulls won in Chicago. Lakers won last week at the Forum. And if they don't meet in the finals, and if, despite everyone's pleas to the contrary, this is it for Michael Jordan, then this is where the torch was passed.
Well, watching all the players come up and hug Michael Jordan and give him the type of respect and the love that he deserves, it would be sad to see him leave the game and not be able to continue to pass on his wisdom and his knowledge to these younger players and teach them how to be professionals and teach them how to win championships and understand the whole entertainment package of what the fans and what basketball is really all about.
You know, that last part might be the most important. The wisdom and the knowledge are certainly key. But I think the main thing to everybody watching tonight and through all the years, they just love to watch this guy perform, and they don't want it to end before it has to.
And I think the way it's going to play out, Bob, and the way it should play out is that go through the season, just knock off all the talk about what's going to happen next year, finish this season, and then when it's over, sit down and say, okay, now what do we do?
Well, I think the most important question and the follow-up on that, Bill, is what does the Bulls organization do? Because here's a young man, an old man, young man, veteran player who loves the game of basketball and still wants to play.
Well, let's go to Jim Gray with the young man, Kobe Bryant, who led the West with 18. Jordan's 23, was tops in the game. Jim?
All right, thank you very much, Bob. Well, Kobe, you didn't get back in the game the last 18 minutes. George Karl iced you a little bit. Were you disappointed?
No, not really. I just like to come out here and have some fun. I had my fun, and I was able to rest a little bit.
Now, Eric, this experience, how much fun was it for you?
It was incredible. It was incredible. I mean, I was matched up with Mike, and we had a chance to go head-to-head a little bit. It was incredible.
Now, Michael Jordan has indicated that this might be his last year. How big of a disappointment would that be for you, and how much more can you learn from him?
Well, you can never stop learning. And Mike, every time I play against Mike, I learn something new. Disappointed, I don't know, because without him, I wouldn't be here right now. So.
What'd you learn tonight? What was the new thing you learned from him tonight?
Well, I can't tell you that. I got to keep all that to myself. For all the future basketball players out there or coming out of high school, can't give up my secrets.
You embraced each other. Did he say anything to you? And has the torch kind of been passed tonight?
I don't know. I think we just, went out, played hard, competed a little bit. They say keep up the hard work.
Now, Magic Johnson said that they want to bring you along slowly, and Del Harris has tried to do that. Did that task just become a little bit more difficult after today's game?
I don't know. I hope so.
Congratulations to you, Kobe.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing you many more years. All right, let's go to Ahmad Rashad, who has the MVP. Ahmad?
All right, it is now time to make the presentation for this year's All-Star Game Most Valuable Player. And to make that presentation, here's the Commissioner of the NBA, Mr. David Stern.
There's one star who is the star of stars tonight, amongst the greatest athletes in the world. I'm only going to allow him to have his trophy if he promises to come back and do it again. The all-star of all stars, the MVP, Michael Jordan. And to help me make the presentation, I'm going to ask Jack Greenberg, the chairman and CEO of McDonald's USA, to say a few words.
Well, Michael, as the proud sponsor of the NBA All-Star balloting this year again, it is McDonald's great pleasure to award you the McDonald's MVP award. You are fantastic. On behalf of all the owner-operators across America of McDonald's, we say congratulations. This really makes a great deal of sense. You have been such a great friend and role model for McDonald's, for the sport, and the country. We love you, and congratulations.
All right, Michael, knowing how much you love playing here in New York, this has to be special for you to win it here in New York.
It is special. I've had some great games here. The fans have always treated me with the utmost respect. I think to come back here and play in front of the fans here means a lot. This is basketball's Mecca, and I've enjoyed playing here, and I look forward to hopefully coming back one day.
Oh, was that a hedge? So for all the fans here, and I'm sure all the fans at home, don't leave. Come on back and play again.
Well, I will. I don't have a problem coming back. Honorary, I don't have a problem.
All right. Congratulations, Michael. All right, let's go over to you, Bob.
Well, just in case you missed that word, he's not committing to anything because he said honorary. I don't have a problem. I'm perhaps thinking about the way Magic Johnson played in the '92 All-Star game. So he is not prepared to say that he'll come back and play a full season again next year and won't apparently do it unless it's under the terms that he's willing to accept.
Well, the love is in his heart for the game, and it's a shame that he can't continue to play for the team and the organization that he loves in terms of the Chicago Bulls. And it would be a tragedy if they break that team up and move Phil Jackson on.
I was impressed by the fact that all 23 other players stayed on the court and watched the ceremony. In the past, they've all just raced to the locker room, and they know that Michael Jordan is the reason that they have the greatest lives that anybody could possibly have.
The final score, which seems quite secondary, was 135 to 114 East. They led all the way. They never trailed. Grant Hill is with Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Bob. Grant, kind of tough to get the basketball with Michael Jordan in the game, but you played very well. What's it like to be on the court with you?
First of all, I don't mind Mike's shoes all the time. It's a pleasure to play with him, even though he's a Tar Heel. But no, it's fun to go out here and play with these great players, great environment here in New York, All-Star game. I had fun, and now I got to go back to Detroit and have some fun there.
Do you feel as though he will return? What's your gut feeling? Has he said anything in the locker room? Do you have any sense?
I think he's going to come back. I think he's still able to dominate. He's still leading the league in scoring. He's still making the spectacular plays. I think he'll come back. It's a lot of money, so I think he'll come back. But no, he don't need the money. I think he just loves to play, and I hope he comes back.
Congratulations on the victory tonight, Grant.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, let's go back to Ahmad Rashad with Michael Jordan.
All right, Michael, now you've played in so many of these games, and they have their own rhythms about them. What was special about this one today?
Well, being here in Madison Square Garden means a lot. I mean, it's basketball mecca, and I enjoy playing here. I think the fans here are very up to understanding the game, and, for me to come in here and to play as hard as I play and get the respect of these fans, that means a lot to me.
Was it a little lonely being without some of the stars that you played in this game before? Charles wasn't here, Clyde not here.
Yeah, the first thing we said to each other, Carl and I, we're the two oldest guys here. And things have changed. I remember when we were the two youngest guys here, and Sean Kemp said, boy, it's pretty quiet with Charles Barkley not being around. So, I mean, everybody could tell that, times are changing. Some of the old guys are starting to move along and let some of the young guys come in. So, I mean, it's starting to change.
Can you compare this to your first experience in an All-Star game?
No, it's different. It's the other end of the spectrum. I mean, when I first came here, I didn't know what to expect playing in an All-Star game. I just wanted to fit in. Now, I know what to expect, and I'm just trying to fight off all the young guys.
So now that this is over with, you got to gear up for the second half of the season. A little bit of turmoil in Chicago. How do you look at that? How do you guys get together and go for that next championship?
Hey, we block all that stuff out, And if it is true, I mean, this is the last time we go around together, and we use that to our momentum. And hopefully we can go out there and focus on the basketball game and forget about all the other stuff. Once we're on the basketball court, it's all basketball anyway.
All right, congratulations, man. We look forward to seeing you next Sunday on NBC. Back to you, Bob.
Couple of minutes to wrap things up. Final thoughts from Isaiah Thomas and Bill Walton. Zeke?
Well, it was fitting today that Michael Jordan was the star of stars. Everything that this league has come through from the 80s now to the 90s is because of him. The young guys in this league has to step it up. They have to pick up the torch and accept the knowledge and the wisdom that Mike was trying to pass on to these guys.
Bill?
The game of basketball, to me, reflects what the All-Star game symbolizes, and that's that it's a celebration of life, with everybody coming here and running and jumping and smiling and hugging and kissing, and we can get away from the competition, the hardcore, he's the enemy. And so what we saw today was Michael Jordan at his greatest. Some of the old guys not here today, but yes, the new guys with so much to offer here. So this league, even though it has suffered from some negative criticism over the past couple months, So many great things happening, and it was all on display here today in New York.
And pretty clear that the players get it. They all want to have their moment. On the other hand, they understood the storyline, Michael and Kobe, and they stepped aside and let those guys have the ball as often as they wanted it to do what they could with it, and they did plenty. Kobe led the West with 18. Michael led everybody with 23 and took the MVP award. Once again, the final score, the East 135 and the West 114. I'm Bob Costas saying so long from Madison Square Garden. You've been watching the NBA on NBC.